You are welcome. Bizu, you are welcome. Bizu, you are welcome. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name well. You are welcome. Stay tuned. We will dive into it. Okay? You are welcome. You are warmly welcome. If you are new here, this is Adventures of Japan. We talk about how to come to Japan as an ALT, that is English teacher, a foreign English teacher. So wherever you are watching from, if you have a bachelor's degree, you are most welcome. This is the place you should be. You are welcome. 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 Yeah, if you are watching from TikTok, please don't forget to tap on your screens and let's go. Oh, Nigeria. Okay. You are welcome. In a jiffy, we will be diving into the main issue, so please stay tuned and don't go away. Thanks for joining, KD. Thanks for joining. Thank you for joining. It's all about teaching in Japan. How to come to Japan as a foreign English teacher. So you are most welcome. Good evening from Japan. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are reaching out from. It is now 8:08 p.m. in Japan. It's a Friday, and we are bringing the live for this week to an end with interesting stories as we keep scrolling the website of the major companies to bring out all the relevant information that are hidden in the FAQs on their websites. And if you are new here, this is Adventures of Japan. What we are doing is to enlighten ourselves about how to come to Japan as a foreign English teacher. Remember, Japan is not an English speaking country. And the best way to come to Japan legally is either by coming as a student or as an English teacher. In that way, you are not bound to necessarily study the Japanese language and have certificates in the language. With English teaching, the basic speaking skills is what you need. And that is why I am encouraging people, especially those that have bachelor's degree, and you want to take your chances, you want to advance your chances of teaching in Japan, you are most welcome because I give you all the tips, all the insights, everything you need to know about this journey on this channel. And the good news is that you don't necessarily have to be a teacher in your country before qualifying to teach English in Japan because, as the name goes, Assistant Language Teacher, ALT, you are basically assisting the Japanese teachers of English in Japan to deliver English lessons to Japanese students. And so once you have the zeal, the willingness, the open-mindedness, the team playing ability, you are more than qualified. All right. And we've been talking about all these things on this channel. Last week, we spoke deeply about the FAQs on the website of one of the major companies, of course, the company that brought me to Japan, none other than Borderlink. And we're done with that. This week, we are talking about the FAQs, that is frequently asked questions on the website of Interac, another leading ALT or dispatch company in Japan. And if you are new here, don't forget to click the subscribe button ring the bell so that the next time I come up with an update, you will be the first to be notified. And if you are watching from TikTok, don't forget to follow this account and share this live with others. All right. And before we continue, I have an announcement. And the announcement is very simple. I have made this journey all the necessary information you need to know about it, put them together in a form of an ebook, and it's going for few dollars, $17. It's just like going to a Starbucks, taking one drink and enjoying it. But this book would be your bona fide property. It becomes your personal guide, and it contains everything you need to know, including sample CVs that are Japan focused and cover letters. So if you are interested in taking this journey to the next level, I encourage you to grab a copy, and you're not going to regret it. All right, so the link is going to be in the description of this video. Make sure you grab a copy. All right. Before we even begin, we have a question on YouTube. Someone says, please, can you help with Japanese style of CV and cover letter? Yes, exactly what I have said. So you can grab a copy of this book and you are going to see sample of this CV you are talking about in this book. All right, so I encourage you to go grab a copy. Okay, I think the same person is asking the question. In this session, please help with Japanese style of CV and cover letter. Yes, I have done that, and you can grab a copy, and you get to know how it is done because there's a sample in that ebook. All right, thank you. With that said, let's get back to it. Okay, so here we are on Interac's website, and we started on Monday from top questions. Yes, on TikTok, I can see you, AK45. Thank you for the likes. Thank you so much. I can see you. Yes, everybody, don't forget to share this live with others, and also don't forget to tap on your screens, because once you tap on your screen, many people will get access to watch this live, and we all keep learning together. All right. So Monday, we started with top questions, followed by recruiting process, about the position, arrival, and orientation. That was yesterday. And we also touched on financial. And today, we are going to continue with these two main topics to end the session of answering questions or going through the FAQs on Interact's website. So here we are. The first part has to do with health and personal matters. Remember, as you are preparing your mind, trying to apply and all those stuff, once you get here, your health and personal matters also are concerns to the companies. And they are also trying to provide ways and means whereby once you are getting here, you should be informed that yes, your personal matters also is a burden, or is a headache, or is a challenge, or is a concern to them. So let's see what they have for us in this FAQ. So number one here is, how about women's health in Japan? All right, this one is directly to women. If you are a woman, a lady, and you are coming to Japan, you are thinking, how am I going to live? Is it going to be possible for me to live as a lady, as a woman? Here you are. They have a question which they have answered here for you. So let's read together. The answer says, generally, it should be no problem for women to take care of their specific health and sanitary needs in Japan. We recommend, however, that you bring enough personal products with you to last for first few months before transitioning to Japanese products. Specific information can be provided in a dignified manner by members of our female staff during the initial orientation and training. Read about blog on working in Japan as woman, yes, as a woman, for more information on this topic. Yes, I am aware that there are hospitals, clinics, dedicated solely for women in Japan. So if you are a woman and you are thinking of coming here, there is no problem. Such a hospital, such a clinic could be located in wherever you are. Even if it's not close, train stations are here, trains are working here. Basically, transportation is very fluent. You will not have any problem. So, as they have said, they will even let their female staffs give you some insights before you come. So, being a woman shouldn't be a problem if you are thinking of coming to Japan. All right, so that question has been dealt with. All right, I see a question here. How do I contact you, please? Yes, you can contact me simply by coming to my DM, and but before you do that, kindly make sure you follow this account before you get into my inbox. Thank you. Do we have any further question? Let me check. All right. No question yet? All right. Okay, let's keep going. Number 2. Is it possible to find a faith group and or attend church in Japan? Let's see what they say. The answer is this is totally possible. However, if you are placed in a more isolated area, you may either have to be flexible or prepared to travel to another town or bigger city. You can find plenty of information online about faith groups and churches in Japan. Traditionally, we should understand that Japan is not a Christian country. Yes, Japan is not a Christian country. However, there are people living and working in Japan who are Christians. Okay? So once you are a Christian, if you want to find a faith-based group, you can. It's possible. You can find a faith-based group. A friend can link you up, and a friend tells you, you hear from a friend. That is how you find faith-based groups in Japan. Not only Japan, I believe every foreign country, you will surely find anything that you need. All right, so that shouldn't be a challenge. Okay, that is about that. So don't think of being scared of finding a faith group so you will not apply. Please, I am here to encourage you to apply. Apply. You can do it. Apply. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yay! Thank you so much. AK-45. Yeah. Okay, next question. I think this is the most important question of all in this very topic for me. Okay? All right. The question number 3, it says, I am LGBT. Will this be okay in Japan? Let's see what they say. The answer is, generally, it shouldn't be a problem as long as you follow a few simple customs. Japanese are often closed and conservative when it comes to private matters. In more isolated areas, many personal matters are simply not understood well or discussed openly. Our simple advice is to get an accurate read of your situation and environment first, and then decide how best to proceed. Learn more about this topic and the Stonewall website. On the Stonewall website. It's here. So if you get to this point, you can read by yourself, okay? Or read our blog on the LGBT community in Japan. So here, you can also read about them here. So Japan is very open. They work with such people. I have personally worked with such people before. And so you just have to be open-minded. For example, if you are not such a person, you can't criticize such people because Japan welcomes them. So you have to be open-minded. You have to learn to work with them. That is how it is in Japan. So once you are flexible, you are open-minded, you are good to go. Okay? You can't say you are not and somebody is, so you are not going to apply. I am here to tell you that no, you have to apply. Once you have a bachelor, you can apply. All right? That person is that person. You are you. So you need to focus on yourself. All right? Okay. That is about that. And this topic is very, very sensitive. I believe you know. Okay. All right. Yeah. Number four. Maybe we'll get back to question three along the way, but let's continue. Number four. I have a big feet and or require larger sizes of clothes. Can I get these in Japan? Okay. Let's see what they say. The answer is if you require larger sized clothing, living outside of a major city may be difficult. For shoes, stores generally carry stocks in sizes up to US 10 stroke 26 centimeters. Clothing is generally stocked up to size L and sometimes XL in men's ranges. Many non-Japanese find that, although they fit the Japanese sizes, they often struggle to find garments with long enough sleeves or legs. Larger sized shoes and clothing are generally found only in shops catering to those needs. Yeah. So it means some shops are there for such needs. Okay. You may find it in more useful to shop online. Yeah. Yeah, you may find it is more useful to shop online. Read our blog on shopping for clothes as a foreigner in Japan for more helpful tips. However, with this, my personal experience, I don't actually like the shopping online itself because I wish to get my hand around the thing to weigh it and see. Sometimes you buy the thing online, it comes, is either oversized, undersized, and yeah, that's how it is. So I personally prefer buying the thing from the shop. But if you find yourself in such a situation, I guess this is the only option for you. All right? Okay. Yes, there's a question here on TikTok. I said, Mr. Congressman, said, just finished my national service as a professional teacher. Can I apply to teaching opportunities? Mr. Congressman, thank you for your question. And the honest answer is if you have your bachelor's degree, then you are certainly qualified or eligible to apply. All right? If you have your bachelor's, I've seen a Ghanaian flag, which means you are from Ghana. And Ghanaians are qualified because we experience English from our education for 12 years. That means from elementary, which is primary, 6 years, junior high, which is 3 years, that's 9, and senior high, 3 years, that's 12. So we are basically qualified. And once you have a bachelor's degree, you are more than qualified. But if you don't have a bachelor, that is Bachelor of Education, fine. The bachelor here doesn't matter in which field you have it. Okay? Bachelor is a bachelor. That is one good thing here. So you don't have to think about what you did, what you studied. You can come here once you have a bachelor, and if you find your footings here, you can now look for your field of study and transition into that field. It is possible. If your field requires Japanese, then you have to study it. If your field doesn't require learning Japanese, you can transition into your field as easily as possible. However, I only encourage people to at least finish a year's contract because the ALT position is a yearly contract. You have to renew each year. And that also depends on your performance, right? So I encourage people to at least finish the contract before deciding to switch or not. So you can do that, okay? You can actually do that. Thank you so much. AK45 says he has teacher's diploma, honors diploma, and more than 15 years teaching experience. Is he eligible? Okay, AK45. Um, Once it is still diploma but not a bachelor's degree, unfortunately, the person is not eligible. Yeah, it's as simple as that. They only need bachelor or above. Yeah, so that's how it is. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much for your question. Art, you are welcome. Art, you are welcome. Kindly don't forget to tap. Yes, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes. Okay. That is about a question that has to, or questions that has to do with health and personal matters. Okay. I keep saying that we are trying to apply, or we are learning to apply to teaching jobs in Japan. However, we need to know everything. It's not only about the application. Once we apply, we should know what to expect, how the process is going, how the process will go, what happens next. This is why I'm here to help you clarify certain things that you might even read on the website. But if you have someone who is adding his experience, I believe this will help us all understand better. This is why I'm here. All right. So if you are new here, I'm still appealing to you that if you are watching from YouTube, kindly don't forget to subscribe. And if you are watching from TikTok, don't forget to follow these accounts. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all your likes. All right. Let's move on to the final question on technology regarding the FAQs on Interact's website. Number one here has to do with, can I bring my mobile phone to Japan? Can I bring my mobile phone to Japan? The answer is yes. If your mobile device is SIM free, you should be able to use your phone without issue in Japan. As a special offer to Interac employees, Interac's sister company, Link Japan Carriers Incorporation, provides a SIM card rental service that's for iPhone and Android phones for all employees at a discounted rate. Please note that if your device is not SIM-free, Japanese SIMs will not work with your phone. Find out more about if your phone will work in Japan or Japanese mobile SIMs in general. Okay, so here again, I'm going to add my experience not only in Japan, but in another country. So here I was, or yeah, here I was with my newly bought Techno L9 Plus. Yes, Techno L9 Plus in 2018. Those days it was something. It was a phone that we all valued. If you know, if you know, you know. So I went to China with my Techno L9 Plus thinking I have something. Unfortunately for me, it was so embarrassing. Yes, it was so embarrassing that I felt so ashamed if I go to a shop, I want to buy something, and basically China doesn't necessarily deal with cash. They deal with e-cash. So you have to pay with money, sorry, with your phone, with your smartwatch or whatever. You can live in China for several years without even touching physical money. Uh-huh. So if I want to pay, my phone doesn't receive internet. It will just be turning. So the people ask me, where did you get your phone? I said, I brought it. They said, did you buy it in China or you brought it? I said, I brought it. They say, oh, no, it's not good. So I will take off the cover and show the phone to them. It's written on it, made in China. When I show it, they say, oh, no. That was a shocker to me. That was the first time I was shocked that things were made in China. Meanwhile, the citizens were not aware of it. So what that means is that it was made to be used outside China. Yes, those phones were made to be used outside China. However, I believe it will not be same with Japan, because I came here with a Chinese phone. Yes, another Chinese phone, but it was working well. Yeah, I still have it here though. Yeah, yes. I still have it here though. Yeah, but that's how it is. So, and also you should be aware that in Japan, I'm going to show you something now. Um, mm, yeah, in Japan, I have been showing this in my videos, but I'm going to show it again. Are you seeing this? Yes, yes, this. This is the kind of sockets they have in Japan. Okay, can you see it? Yeah, it's the kind of sockets they have in Japan. So once you are coming, whether you have a phone or a laptop, the charging system should be like this. If it's not, then you're going to struggle initially when you come. Once you are settled, you will surely get, um, you can get an adapter, but you should be informed that this is how their sockets are. So when you are coming, you should know that be prepared. You should be prepared with something like this, any adapter that would take this. Because I know in Ghana, we don't use anything like this. In China, they don't use anything like this. So yeah, this is very peculiar to Japan, just for your information. Okay? All right. Let's continue. Question 2. Can I bring my laptop to Japan? The answer is in most cases, yes. Modern laptop computers can be powered by a range of voltages. You are advised to contact your laptop or electronic device manufacturer or retailer for definition information. Yeah, definitive information. Electricity in Japan is supplied at 110 volts. Yes, electricity in Japan is supplied at 110 volts, whereby in other countries, I think in Ghana too, we have 220 volts. And so when you are coming here, you might need an adapter, or do we call it adapter? Well, you will need something that will help your machine to function well. That's what I mean. Okay. Yeah. So that's how it is here in Japan. And also, um, in Japan, also, the current differs from places to places. We have 47 prefectures in Japan, which are divided into 8 regions. We have Kanto region, which includes Tokyo, uh, Saitama, Chiba, Tochigi, Gunma, Kanagawa. Yeah, I think, well, about 7 prefectures in Kanto. I was in Kanto for 3 years. Yes, I was in Kanto for 3 years. And now I moved to another region, which is Kansai. Kansai includes Osaka, Kobe, Kyoto, Hyogo. Hyogo is okay. Osaka, Hyogo, Kyoto, yeah, Shiga. Yeah, also about 7 prefectures. I am now in Hyogo, but I have realized that the current system is different. I have a clipper which I was using in Kanto. It was working well, but when I got here, it wasn't working well. I initially thought my clipper had a problem. Then I was doing some research and I found out that no, it's not about the clipper, it's about the current, the electricity. So I had to buy an adapter, and when I bought it, it was working perfectly. So you should be aware that even in Japan, the regions differ. The electricity in the regions differ. Kanto and Kansai are different. Okay. These are some of the things that I say. Even if you read this, you will check the answer. But once I am here adding my experience, it gives a deeper meaning to whatever they've written here. So yeah, okay. Let's keep going. Number 3. Can I bring my video game console to Japan? Sounds funny, but it's not. Okay. The answer is in most cases, yes. It pays. It pays to do your research beforehand to make sure that the hard The hardware is compatible with the Japanese electric supply, as well as digital rights management. Okay. If you are into gaming, you can join the special gamers Facebook group once you get to Japan. Oh, okay. So Interac is just giving you tips that once you are a gamer, you enjoy gaming, you can join their group on Facebook. All right. Okay. Number 4, are there any internet restrictions in Japan? Okay. The answer here is the internet is generally free of restrictions in Japan. There are laws regarding certain activities, and enforcement of these laws is strong and on the rise. These laws are these laws and associated enforcement regard things like objectionable material on the office security threats and intellectual property rights. Intellectual property rights. Overall, everything, including services such as Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Skype, works in Japan the same as it most likely does in your home country. Yes. So, Japan, things in Japan work just like it does in most countries. You know, in this world, I think it's only China that has everything different. In China, you can't use Google free, you can't use Facebook, you can't use YouTube, you can't use TikTok. You can basically use everything that is used in the Western world free in China, unless you get a VPN that could help you. And that is China for you. But unlike China, Japan is not like that. You can basically use those things free, okay, without thinking about a VPN. All right. Last but not least, can I make online purchases in Japan? Can I make online purchases in Japan? Okay. The answer here is sometimes it can be tricky to do so through sites based in your home country. For example, on iTunes, as long as you have a credit card that is registered in your home country, or you use gift cards purchased in your home country, you can continue to use your home country's iTunes store. If you use a credit card registered in Japan or gift cards purchased in Japan, you will be forced to use the Japanese iTunes store, which may have different content available. Amazon Japan is very popular and available in both English and Japanese. Even if you don't have a credit card, you can still make purchases by making cash payments over the counter at a convenience store. Yes. Yes, this is Japan. So in Japan, sometimes you can purchase something online and you go and make payments on the counter, like over the counter, because there is such an option. You can pay with credit card, pay at the counter. That is your choice. You have the choice to make. All right. So that is one good thing about Japan. Okay. All right. All right, so we have talked about the FAQs on the website of Borderlink and on the website of Interac. And now the choice is yours. And I have a good news. I have been saying that application portals open from May. However, Borderlink has updated their website and they say applications for the next recruiting season is opening from April. All right, which means you can just get ready and apply from next month, April. What a good news. So I want to see you in Japan by next year, because remember, everybody applying this year, if successful, is going to come next year, March. Okay, but it is good to try now, because if you want to try next year, it will mean that you'll be coming 2028. So yeah, I am here to guide you, to give you all the details that you need. If you have any further question, don't forget to leave it in the comment section. And because I respond to every question, I will surely check it and give you a response. All right? Okay. Thank you so much for staying with me throughout the week up to Friday. We shall continue hopefully next week. And before we go, if you are watching a replay, don't forget to check the playlist here. It contains all the application processes with some companies that I made videos about. Please check it out and it's gonna help you a lot. All right. I will see you next week. Take care.